Good morning, afternoon or evening, and welcome to the second game in the Thankforpie versus Stockfish series. It's best of 5. If you missed the last game, you can go and watch it, but also just to give you a brief rundown, Thankforpie won it in a really topsy-turvy game. It's a really long game, like 40 plus minutes, and Thankforpie was, yeah, I think just about deserved winning. In the end, it was very tight game. It could have gone either way on a number of different occasions. But Thankforpie did advance super quickly. He went from phase 1 to phase 3 before Stockfish had even got to phase 2, which was a really, it made, he gave him a big advantage. He used his siege towers really well, and well, I'll be interested to see if it follows a similar pattern, or whether Stockfish, who I have to say I think was quite complacent in the first game. He wasn't super slow or anything, but he just wasn't as quick as I would have expected from him to get through. I've never seen a top player like be still at phase 1 while their opponent's at phase 3 after sort of 12-13 minutes. That was really unusual. But anyway, let's see what's going to happen here. So he's followed a similar build order to last time. He's also, much like he did last time, he's not built a I forget what they're even called, a farmstead, and he's continuing with this approach of putting reasonable numbers of women on the house building rather than setting them out individually, which is what you can see Thankforpie has done. He's got one woman out here, one woman out here, one woman out here. So now that he's built a few houses and has a bit of a buffer, so he's got a buffer of 10 population capacity, he's felt that he can get these women building, just houses on their own, which, if you can get the timing right on that, it is the most efficient way to do it. He's forgotten about his women to get them to build a field. Is he short? Yeah, he's short of wood. Finally, he's got enough wood, and then he gets onto the field. He's built his farmstead, but hasn't gone for the berry gathering upgrade. So let's see. Early on, Stockfish this time has roared into an early lead. And as he got soldiers, he has, and that includes building a reasonable army if either side were to try and rush now, or actually if Thankforpie were to try and rush, Stockfish would be able to fend it off relatively easily. So he's still a few ahead. That said, Thankforpie is very different. He's got someone getting stone. I don't really know why at this stage. I would have thought he would want to get metal. He's also left people here not building additional houses. That's not what I would have expected from him. He's normally so tight in his beginning, as you'd expect. Okay, this one's now building an extra house, but I would expect to see suddenly foundations of houses dotted around everywhere so that his women were well set for the next few minutes. As it is, he's not done that though. Strange. Also, as with previous times, he's very quickly gone into farming. He's still got plenty of berries left, and yet he's farming very early on. The same's true of Stockfish though. For both of them, I'm really surprised as to how quickly they go into farming. Well, which makes me think that's probably something I want to look at, like getting that transition a bit more, a bit smoother. Yeah, he's building a barracks, Stockfish, much earlier this time, and earlier than Thankforpie as well. And now we can see the foundations dotted around, as I would have expected to see. He wants to get these women set in their tasks for the next few minutes. These are all Thankforpie's camels. Let's find out how many he's got. Now he's got 3, not a huge amount. I thought maybe he was preparing to rush, because he's not though. They're both, once again, they've both focused on economy. Although this time, I think that does kind of prove that Stockfish was being a bit complacent in the last game, because he's now moving well clear in population size. He's got his barracks producing soldiers. He's got his farm, his civic centre producing female citizens. He's taking this seriously, and he's got people getting metal. He's got plenty of people getting stone. Getting wood, and there's another metal there. Which reminds me, let's have a look at the map and see. Last time it was metal rich. The map was a dream for a Ptolemy's player because of all those mercenaries. Both sides had plenty of metal. This time, the map, certainly based on what you can see at the start, it absolutely favours Stockfish. He's got, I think, was it 3 metals inside his original territory? No, sorry, you've got 2 metals but 3 things of stone. So he can produce, based on that, he might want to produce a lot of slingers once he gets to phase 2. He can also, presumably, he'll be able to produce his fortress relatively quickly, and may even be able to do more than 1 fortress. He could also look to get catapults. This is a great territory for him. Thankforpie, less so, but he's got plenty of stuff that's just outside his territory. So he's got more metal here, some stone, more stone, metal, stone. I mean, this map is, it's a fantastic map for both players, and it will be interesting. I think the fact that this bit here, look at that, those resources, 1500, 1600 actually, or maybe 1700, 1700 stone. If anyone can get a military colony up and control the centre there, that's absolutely that is a rich area of the world. So let's see if that is what's going to happen. Stockfish continues to be around 10 soldiers ahead. He's got a second barracks. It looks like, no, it's not a second barracks. My mistake. It's just a storehouse. But he's producing consistently, and now he's starting to produce just soldiers. So he's got 2 groups of workers on on metal, and he's starting to collect a little bit of stone as well. His housing is actually causing him. No, it's not. Is it? No, it's not at all. I thought he was housed, but he's not. So he needs to get those out more quickly. What's he waiting for? Okay, he's going for 7 new skirmishers, so blimey, he's moved into over 20 advantage now in population. But Thankforpie reaches the town phase first again. Thankforpie straight in, and is he going to be as quick as he was last time? Are we going to see the same approach? Actually, it looks like he's going out towards the centre. He's taking his soldiers, and where I thought that he would just be like tower, market, and then blacksmith, it looks like is he going to build a military colony much closer to Stockfish's area. I think it is, based on the fact that he's changed direction. It looks like, if we look from his perspective, he saw that the camel was over there and has sought to basically avoid that eye line. So he's building outside the eye line of, he is building. So he's got a military colony going up, and this is pretty close to Stockfish's territory, but he is 20 or so population behind, so it's bold. It's a very attacking move, and if he can get himself to phase 3, he's not actually, he's not built any of the resources. Whether he's going to build them all in this area, possibly he's just going to put up his towers and a market, and also probably a temple would be good. It's going to be the front line. Having your troops being able to be healed would be excellent. So once this is complete, I think we'll probably see the rest of the buildings go up in this new territory. So how long is there left? 7 seconds or so. Let's see what, from Stockfish's perspective, he sees once that goes up. Let's have a look from the other way around. Okay, he now sees the area, so straight away he's been informed that this is happening. He's gone to phase 2 already, and it's, on the contrary, it looks like it's Stockfish that's going to bust his way up to phase 3 as quickly as possible. I don't know quite why he's built a... Oh, he doesn't have the stone at this point to produce a better tower. He's got one going up there, so these are all sentry towers. No, he has got a proper defence tower going up here, but he'll have 2 sentry towers because he's a bit short of stone, and that's why when you have just one person on stone, he needs to... There's so much stone around, just get a group of people mining it. He's... Yeah, come on. Not producing here, he could just get a load of people because he just needs to get some stone as quickly as possible. He's got the market now. Time to start doing some trades. Okay, he's got, and he's done that, he's got the stone. Are we now going to see these 2 being upgraded? Perhaps not. But this is another defence tower. So we've got 2 defence towers here. It's very, very good, but in doing so, he's fallen 40 behind in population. So he seems to have lost his way a bit. This isn't producing anything. Yeah. Ugh. This is okay, he's getting soldiers produced, but he's 40 soldiers behind, and I don't know, you could do with upgrading these towers like this. These towers are less important. They're not actually really serving any strategic purpose. They just get you to phase 2. Sorry, get you to phase 3. This tower's location is not really achieving anything. Let's see what happens. Stockfish was already ahead, and it looks like that. Knowing that this is now on his doorstep has kind of prompted him to look a bit more quickly, into going and upgrading more quickly. So he has built everything he needs. He's going straight to phase 3. So what did he get? He got a blacksmith, a tower here, another blacksmith, and he got another tower here, and then he just finished the market. Not done any... Oh, he's doing some bartering now, getting a bit of metal, but he's already going to phase 3, and it's like the flip reverse of the previous game, because on the contrary... Oh, sorry, I take it back. Thankforpie is going to phase 3, and he's finally got some people getting him some stone as well. So are these going to be upgraded? That one's not. That one's still not as well. So potentially later. These guys, these camels, could be doing something. There's plenty of animals to hunt there that he's not hunting, but that's his choice. So let's see, population-wise, Jesus, the gap is now up to almost 60. Thankforpie is in big trouble. This, okay, but he's gone to the city phase, as has Stockfish. So they're both at city phase now. When and where are the first fortresses going to go up? Because having hit the city phase at such close proximity in terms of time, this, as we've got here, how long is this going to take? Probably under a minute. Looking at it, once he's got that, yeah. So he's less than a minute away. This fortress is also under a minute. Wow, so 48 seconds. 45 play. They're going to go at virtually the same time. So it's going to be a case of who can make sure they have the resources in place to start building from that straight away. He's finally got those camels off moving again. They are getting some hunt now, and we've still got no one. He's not producing soldiers from here. Interestingly, the last game was a 250 population, like max pop. This one's only 200. Stockfish is almost completely there, but at population capacity, and he's probably just saving some space for his hero and for some siege weapons. But Thankforpie has plenty of spare capacity. He needs to get some barracks up and start actually producing some soldiers, because the other thing is moving the front line, as he has done. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's still relatively well defended going backwards, but the front line being here, he's not going to be able to reinforce particularly quickly if he doesn't get himself some barracks. So, for me, this is a bit a bit slack. What's he producing? So he's going to go for 4 elephants. He's gone for catapults this time. So having got onto Stockfish's doorstep, the plan is now to, I suppose, to gradually push in using groups of catapults. I mean, he's got how much stone does Thankforpie have? 354, so not enough. But with all this additional stone coming, surely he has to build some. Is that the? Oh, it's Boudica. Sorry, Cleopatra, not Boudica. Who is wandering in from Stockfish's thing, and so he's gone for which hero, if any, is Thankforpie going to go for? We don't know is the answer. He's not gone for a hero yet. The catapults are up, but they're in a defensive sort of position at the moment, so they're not actually looking to do anything offensive to start knocking down houses or helping for a push into his territory. It looks like they're going to sit there. As a purely defensive measure to fire on incoming range infantry. That could backfire with these elephants. He's got 2 more catapults coming, so it looks like the other thing that he could do at this point, and I don't want to second guess him, but he could now set these 2 catapults up somewhere around here, meaning that the 2 catapults over here will be able to cover these other catapults. Let's see what he does. He's getting upgrades here, but my word, this is quite an army. Now, is he getting any other thing? He's not. I don't think these catapults are going to be set up quickly enough. Okay, they are there, and he's going to attempt to fight them off, but I think there's too many elephants. Unless he can get these skirmishers out to the elephants super quickly, which he's trying to do now. But no, they're going to. These 2 catapults will give it a 1 scared. The other one's going to die very shortly. It is, and in fact, the towers are going to go as well, possibly. What do we have in terms of upgrades? That's not a thing. So Stockfish has got all of the range infantry attack upgrades, but he's only got 1 of the armour. Let's find out very quickly what Thankforpie doesn't have any upgrades at this point. So he was a little bit further behind. His army is also significantly weaker. He's trying to get troops up to the front line, but it's a little bit too little too late. The fortress is going to go. This actually could... He's getting some troops forward, but as I said, he needed to have barracks much more closely, or close up, to give him the chance to reinforce. He was totally unable to reinforce things there. And we've got some new elephants on their way. Some of them have died. He's trying to now pull everyone together. And I think there are enough. Yeah, he's got the advantage slightly in troops and should now be able to take out those elephants. Maybe not all of them, but certainly at least one. One has gone. This one could have gone as well. Is he going to be able to rebuild quickly enough to do it? Is this another? Okay, he's finally putting another barracks up, but it's a little bit too late for that. But he could also do with getting some towers. This Stockfish, will he put... He's going straight in. I thought he might want to put a temple on the... yeah, right on the border there. That's very smart. He's leaving a small group of soldiers to build the temple while pulling build the barracks while pulling the majority of his forces into the centre to give himself a better chance. Is he able to reinforce? He's producing large numbers from the back, but what do we have? Only 2 barracks, of which, one is back in his base home and the other one is here, whereas I think Stockfish has 3. But I think this... Is this going to... It might just... No, it favours Stockfish, and particularly as his elephants are just sneaking around. He's getting some catapults coming in as well. They will be very useful offensively. I don't think they're going to be able to stop this from falling. Stockfish is certainly taking. Jesus, yeah, that's going to go. So now it's a case of can he push on. I think he's too far away, and this barracks, if he doesn't get it garrisoned, he's going to lose it. It's going to go to Gaia, or even worse, it's going to go to Stockfish. He's got a guy just stood there. Just get that guy inside the barracks. Okay, he's pretty much all of these 9 soldiers can go inside the barracks. No, they've wandered off. Now he's lost the barracks. And now he is in very, very big trouble because he's only got the 1 barracks, and this whole area is being, he's 100 population behind, and the whole area is being absolutely overrun. So he's forced to retreat, and he's only got 12 soldiers and his hero coming back. What have we got coming here? Is that okay? Now he's putting a temple up, which is sensible, but it's not as far back as I thought. Is he actually going to finish making it? No, he's got bored of that. He's decided to push straight on. However, his elephants are they're not in great health. I have to say, what do we have here? He's getting some more barracks up. He's got a reasonable army. Why are these guys that are sat here doing nothing not helping build this barracks? And get another couple of barracks, in fact. Stockfish is all good for resources other than stone, whereas this is not what Thankforpie would have wanted. He's really not looking great in terms of resources at the moment. Are we going to see... I thought for a second we were going to see him... Oh no, we are. Fly. I thought we were going to see him build a military colony right on his opponent's doorstep, and in fact he did exactly that. So that's kind of what... Yeah, that was obviously what it looked like he was going to do, and it's what he did do. So there you go. Incredible prescience there. So this now... it's moved the whole thing completely the other way. Is he going to be able to... What's he look like in terms of Thankforpie? No, he can't build another fortress, but what's going on here? Is this a temple? So he's now getting this temple. He's also getting some wood ready, or sorry, a storehouse ready to chop some wood. We've got a tower going up. Oh, he's going to get some metal as well. Yeah, Thankforpie really overextended himself and then threw a lot of things into trying to keep it, and that's sort of been where he's struggled here. Get these guys to drop off their resources. They've got how much? Carrying 157 wood. That is a reasonable amount of wood that he needs. Okay, these guys, where are they going to go? Is he going to get them to drop off the wood on the way? No, they're going to run around leaving the wood. Because this is going to take out the tower. In no time, they're going to have to try and stop these elephants coming in. There's more elephants now. And he's got people. These guys are healing. This is all looking, yeah, particularly grim. It's, although Stockfish's elephants are, well, I don't know what they're doing. Just kind of hanging out, doing nothing. And we've got another fortress to replace the one that was knocked down. And he's building some houses as well. He's Thankforpie short of houses. No, I don't know why he's building all these houses. Those people could be collecting resources. And in fact, I think the reason is the foundations were left there when he got to 200 pop. And because they built this fortress, they thought, oh, the next thing we'll do is build whatever is unfinished nearby. Okay, that is going to be absolutely killer. Losing the market destroys Thankforpie's ability to trade. As you can see, he's been trading a lot to try and balance his resources, which have been kind of very, very, it's been very imbalanced. Okay, we've got now elephants coming in around the side. What are they going to knock down? It looks very much like the beginning of the end. He had a very, very bright start. He's got one elephant. He needs to be able to get this elephant out to the catapults somehow without them getting massacred by all these other soldiers, but I don't think that's going to be possible. The elephants continue to knock stuff down. if they move in towards the centre, they'll just take out the civic centre. There's no way really to stop them. Doesn't have sufficient soldiers to do it. Yeah, this is all done. That was, well, he hasn't resigned yet, but it is over. There's no way back from this. Thankforpie's population drops to 80. He's done well to get his elephant round in the right way. If he can get his elephant to focus on the catapults, he can take out 2 of them. Oh, so close. That was excellent. Excellent micromanagement of his elephants, and he's also managed to kill off a couple of the elephants, but he's, yeah, as expected, given up, and that's the right thing to do. So it goes to 1-1. That one far less an even match, I think. Yeah, Thankforpie overextended himself and then threw a lot of resources into trying to defend something that wasn't defendable. So let's see where it goes from here. It's all to play for as we go to game 3.